Hello and a warm welcome to Super League Formula, the final race of the 2008 season, and we head to southern Spain to the famous Jerez circuit in Andalusia. 4.4 kilometers, a beautiful sunny day, slight northerly winds, but a great location for a motor race. Coming up is race 2, the reverse grid, so the man who won the first race starts at the back. That coming up at 1300 GMT. We had a great start to the day and anticipation for the final race of the year, and positions to be won for sure. 35,000 fans have poured into the stadium and they've been enjoying everything going on. Fans from Sevilla, from Porto, from all over Europe to see their team, and it really has been a real festival-like atmosphere. They wait for the start of race 2. We want to get closer to the track and learn a little bit more about the Jerez circuit. We've sent Bruce Giovanni to find out more.
Today we're in Jerez for the final race of the season. The track is very challenging with all types of corners, slow, medium and high speeds, which are making it very hard physically. The conditions are looking great. Let's see how challenging it is.
We're on board the official Super League Formula safety car with 450 brake horse, so not quite far, the 750 from the real Super League car. And into turn 2 in second gear, a very technical corner where it's very important to go back on the throttle early, but not too early to get a good traction. And straight away into the action with turn 4, which is one of the most difficult corners because it's very high speed, taking 5th gear, and we saw some spins, high speed spins through there today, so very challenging for the drivers and very hard not to do a mistake. Then a long right-hander which leads into the main straight where we'll see the overtaking maneuvers happening. Very late on the brakes in second gear into the Rd.6. As you can hear, back on the power, and we're going in another part of the circuit which is very high speed as well in 4th gear. Very high lateral G-force here into turn 10 and 11. Sending the car through there, back onto the power, and it leads to the Ayrton Senna chicane, which is very tricky, very hard with the Super League Formula car, which is quite big. You have to go back on the throttle, be careful not to spin there, over the bumps and the curbs, and into the last corner, again a hairpin in second gear, which leads into start-finish straight. That was a lap of Jerez.
And there is our new champion with his Chinese fans. He is, of course, representing Beijing. He is Davide Rigon of Italy, and he is a home hero now in Beijing, that's for sure. He's won the championship for them. Sevilla has got some big fans here, including top players like Schillaci and Escoda and the president, Del Nido, all in presence today to cheer on Sevilla, which of course is only some 50 kilometers down the road. It's been a great season. It's had some highs and lows and some crash bang wallops, certainly some high speed ones. Safety is paramount. Here's Bruce again.
Throughout the season, we've seen some crashes in the series, especially last week in Vallelunga. But the car is not only extremely fast, it's also extremely safe. Basically, I'm going to show you why. This nose is not only a nose and a wing, it's also a safety element. It absorbs shocks up to here, 20 Gs, then 40, then up to 60 Gs. It's all one big piece of carbon fiber, very, very strong, and it keeps the driver's legs completely safe. As we walk on the side of the car, those 4 elements that you see there, again in carbon fiber, are the 2005 FIA specification things. They stop the shocks from the side up to 40 Gs and are keeping safe the driver inside of the car from anything that could enter the cockpit. Nothing is allowed in there. Then the roll hoop. It's in case of a roll, obviously, it keeps the driver's head away from hitting the ground, which is key, obviously. And last but not least, at the back of the car, similar to the front nose, another crash box, but even stronger, which takes up to 80 Gs, which obviously will keep safe the back of the driver. So the car is very strong, but my advice is stay out of trouble.
Well, it's good advice, Bruce Giuani, but it's easier said than done when all of these guys are racing for points, and a great fitting way to end the season. A lot of guys all capable of winning, including this man, Duncan Tappy, who got a podium in the last time out.
Yeah, a podium, and as I'm looking on the grid, I can see Galatasaray as well starting at the front, and Galatasaray was quite quick in testing, but Duncan will be looking at a good race again. There's nothing to lose anymore.
Yeah, I remember Duncan Tappy got the drive before Donington, literally a day before the practice, and so it was a last-minute call-up, but since then he's been faithful to the Spurs, and he's been an excellent super sub and has put them some great results in. He's just getting his neck sorted out, a lot of G-force on them. Atletico Madrid also lining up. Andy Susek, probably so unlucky, headed for a podium and then blew it.
Yes, as he was entering the pit lane, I mean, mistake like Lewis Hamilton did in China last year. And yeah, he lost the race. He could have won that one.
So a real shame for Andy Susek. He will be fighting hard from row 3. Great crowd here. And in fact, this crowd pretty much has been in evidence all week long. The cars arrived here on Wednesday and they quickly put them together. And since then, they've been out and about in Jerez. The streets of Jerez were brought to a standstill as the Spanish contingent of Super League Formula took to the tarmac. The local fans were treated to a closer look at these amazing cars and their drivers, and the new Formula didn't disappoint.
I need to, I think, 2 or 3 passes in the street, and we'll see what happens. Maybe a little bit of spin for the public, and I think it's nice to see and nice to drive. I hope the, the traffic light is off because it's red, I don't stop.
To make the car be a bit closer to the fans and to the people and watch it here directly on a proper street where the cars are going. It was quite strange to see the lights going green and red, but yeah, it's quite fun.
Un fuerte aplauso
I just was taking it easy. I want to keep my engine for the race. But anyway, it's okay, just so the people can see how is the car and what it's going to be like in the track. But I think they will enjoy more over there. I really like a street circuit, but this is not like a street circuit. This is like a rally.
Classic Spanish smokestream and a Mexican wave. What more do you want on the Andalusian coastline? It's been a great festival atmosphere of colour and noise. Football and motor racing doesn't get much better, and it really is getting very exciting as we lead to our last race of the year. And as you can see, crowd waiting for the start. There is the new champion, Davide Rigon of Beijing. He'll be looking for a good result out of this one as well. And there is Robert Dornbos, winner of the last race. And he too will be looking to finish his season on a high. Well, race 1 had Liverpool in pole position. The question was, would they hold on to it? Let's find out. Austrian violin.